I'm actually humbled, honored, by to receive this recognition. But I strongly believe that a leader's success is a reflection of their team. And I think this award actually goes to every single Ciplite, because if it wasn't for 25,000 of who every day came with the passion and commitment that they had to deliver on our cause of caring for life, I don't think I would have received this recognition. So I think it's about making a difference, and I'm very grateful to each and every Ciplite for helping me take this legacy forward. Power is about the ability to make a difference. And I think at Cipla, that's what we do every single day. And I think it more comes from a place of, standing strong as a leader, being decisive, standing shoulder to shoulder with your team. And to me, that is the biggest connotation of power, is the power of one Cipla, actually. My trial by fire was definitely in the initial couple of years when I joined Cipla. I didn't have any pharmaceutical experience. I came from a background of finance. And I think the hardest thing, and it was like actually learning how to lay the road, build a car, put tires, and learning how to drive at the same time. So that's how it actually felt. But it was incredible because the learning curve was really steep. And every single person I met along the way, I had mentors, I had guides, the board, everyone was, really, really helpful. And I think that's what really helped the process. So while it was tough, while we were at this inflection point of a massive transformation at Cipla, I think the whole piece came together very nicely. Over the last 3 years, the COVID year was very, very challenging. That's an anomaly. So I wouldn't put it, so a great learning curve, you really get thrown into the deep end. I think pharma was at the center of all the action, and just being able to save lives and, be at the finish line every single time was very, very gratifying, but it took a lot. And again, I go back to the fact that if it wasn't the team at Cipla who really pushed hard, Cipla would not have been able to deliver in COVID. So it actually always goes back to your team. Both are challenging. I think Cipla has definitely been more challenging. It's not easy to 85-year-old legacy and keep it true to its purpose and make it forward. So the responsibility and the weight on my shoulders is definitely more challenging, because planning what Cipla will look like 10, 15 years later is the most important. So while we plan for future forward, just always making sure that the values of the past are always kept sacrosanct at Cipla. My uncle and my dad, they've been at the company for over 40 years. So they have very, very sound judgment. I also have mentors outside the business who I seek a lot of guidance from. So it's a couple of people, and of course my board. I absolutely encourage dissent, because if there's no dissent, where will idea generation come from? So I think having debate, I think more than dissent, it's about debate. It's about, people have the ability to voice their opinion, to have an opinion that could be contra. And I think a lot of idea generation and contra thinking gives ways to new ideas or new methodologies. And this is irrespective of how senior or how junior you are at Cipla. And I think, that's how you bring fresh thinking into the organization. There are not many situations I can think of where there have been dissent. I think it's been consensus thinking, where an issue is debated, discussed, and then by consensus, actually, we've arrived at what we believe is the right decision for Cipla. I think it's important to come from a place of knowledge and also to have confidence in knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. I think also decisive leadership is important. Every decision you take will never be right. But I think if you're decisive about it, the team gets enough encouragement to go through with it and make it happen. So a lot of outdoor activity. I run, and I've been really missing doing some marathons, because there haven't been marathons for the last 18, 19 months. But, going out running, I really think it like clears your mind. It gives you time to think. Travel. I have 2 sons, so spend lots of time with my boys. Haven't been able to travel either. But, just making sure that you can spend enough time outdoors. And COVID has really taken that away from us in some sense. So any ability to be outdoors is lovely. So trekking and hiking as well is something that I enjoy doing. Years ago, I trek Mount Fuji, and that was really hard, but it was good. You set yourself a goal that's tough and audacious, and then when you reach that goal, you feel very